Hey guys, I figured I'd make a little quick video here. I'm on Carrollton. Carrollton, almost to Canal. Going riverbound. Just figure I'd take a nice little ride through the city. Gotta watch it now. There's a lot more traffic than there was a few weeks ago. Just gonna try to hold it like this and just mind my driving more than the cameras that might be a little shaky from time to time. I'll give you all a little sight about what's going on here in the city. Jeep behind me. Hate those things. I wash them all the time, but they're just a pain. Pain because of that spare tire in the back. Not to mention that they're expensive, unreliable, and in my opinion, kind of ugly. Alright, let's see. Coffee and tea. So I got Mid-City Group A. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. There's like a little rough spot in the road right here. A nice big building right there. Gotta watch out too, there's a lot of people on bikes. I know that they're not too fond if you speed right close to them, so I always try to give them plenty of room. Oh, okay. Oh! Alright. That wasn't nice. It's amazing how our land is perfectly flat, but the streets are just so bouncy in some of these areas. Still not as bad as Jackson, Mississippi. Up there, their new streets. They'll make a brand new street, and they won't do like the grading underneath the road first, and then they'll leave it all bouncy and wavy. And I've been on some areas they just paved and cut a brand new street, and you'll be bouncing up and down because they didn't. What do they call that? What you call that? What they put underneath the road. Not pre-grade or pre-paving, like whatever it is, like the pre-paving procedure, they don't do it right. Okay, what street is this? This is gonna be Airline Highway, so they call it 2-lane. Alright. I'm about to go on the underpass. I imagine this holds water, which it probably does, because they have the little measure, little flood thing on there. Little ruler, whatever you call it. I think I'm just taking this down to the river. Someone's getting on it. Alright, I think we're in Mid-City now. By Xavier. Okay. Because as soon as I came under that bridge, it went pretty downhill pretty fast. I'm at the light at Dixon. No Volkswagen bus. I saw a Mercedes about 10 minutes ago, an old Mercedes station wagon, about 30 years old, and he had a skeleton, one of those little, like schools have for the kids, the little mannequin skeleton things. He had one in the front passenger seat with the mask on. Little offbeat sense of humor. Panhandlers. Ugly G-Wagon. I wash those sometimes. Another light, Palmetto. Okay. My doors are locked. Alright. It's amazing, if you go a few blocks that way, you end up in Old Metairie, which is one of the richest neighborhoods in the city, in the whole metro area, but then right here, this is just what you get. That's not a nice street. It gets so bumpy and bouncy down there. You wouldn't even, it feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere, and then just suddenly in Metairie. It's Palmetto and Washington. Oh, there's a nice, clean, vintage Honda Civic coming up on this side of me right here. Oh yeah, look at that. A Civic DX. Like a 1990. Looks like we're about to start getting going again. There goes the light. Needs a new Has some exhaust leaks on that thing. Alright. Washington Avenue. Oops, we got a bus. Okay, no one's gonna try to block me. Alright. Okay, this guy's gonna get behind me. Five Happiness, a Chinese place everyone talks about, or whatever it is. Alright. I think there's something else up here too that's kind of famous. A red McDonald's. We don't need that on camera. Red light, red light, red light, red light. Oh God! All right. I know most of the intersections that took away the cameras, but still, I don't want any of that. Red light ticket camera stuff. I almost don't even drive in the city just because of it. I realize if I point the phone up a little bit, I can show the oak trees. There we go. I know it's shaky. I'm just holding my Samsung phone in my arm, and I've got my my left hand on the steering, my right hand's holding the phone, and I'm just kind of just chilling here, and I got my elbow resting on the bolster of the seat. I'm just kind of using that as a mount. All right. Okay, this should be Claiborne Avenue. Claiborne Avenue. Claiborne. I'm saying it like I'm in Mississippi still. It's funny, and down here you say Claiborne, but if you're in Mississippi, you say Claiborne. You say it, you stress the syllable differently. Same thing with Lafayette. Like you got the city Lafayette, but in Mississippi, you say Lafayette. I don't know where they got that from, but so you got a Lafayette County. That's where Oxford is, where Ole Miss is, almost in Tennessee, and then you got Lafayette, Louisiana. You have a city called Fayette, Mississippi, Fayette, and that's going to be in between Natchez and Hazelhurst, I think. Cool streetcars. Can't believe I'm not showing that. All right. Oh, we go down to one lane. Oh, I remember this now. This is where they've got the tree that's like almost in the street, and you have to avoid the hit because you can almost hit your mirror on it. And another streetcar. Oh, shoot. Oh, I hate that. Okay. I think Texas actually outlawed that. Greg Abbott in Texas. I love it. I know that they got rid of most of it here, but I'd love to see all of it. All of it gone from here. They got rid of it in Metairie like 10 years ago, but Baton Rouge still has it in their suburbs. Oh, I have a good suspension on this car. I don't want to mess it up. I just feel bad for the person behind me. It might get brake checked if I come up on a pothole. All right. Okay, yeah, this is the tree I'm talking about. I know that they wanted to keep this tree here. It's going to be this tree. But check this out. Kind of fast, but yeah, I almost lost a mirror on that a while back. I think it was that tree. Or it's one of these up here. It's like it's actually has broken the curve of the median, the neutral ground, whatever you call it. It actually broke the concrete curb out. No one's growing over the curb. You know, I know they want to keep the trees and all, but at some point, it might be a long time still, but at some point it might become something that takes off someone's mirror or takes off someone's paint. They're not paying close attention. Be something you're just going straight down the boulevard and you hit a tree. Okay, now we're starting to get into what you call this neighborhood. It's uptown. There's a name for it. Hampson. Wait, no, not Hampson Street's coming up. No. I actually don't know the name of this neighborhood. I know it, but I can't think of it offhand, but it's in uptown. pricey. Really nice oak trees. Some little shops. Ooh, that's it. Oh, dang. Alright. Okay, my steering still feels okay. I'd hate to have to replace a steering rack because I hit a pothole. Alright. I'm very picky about the way my cars handle. I don't like them to feel loose and wobbly and junky. I like them to feel nice and tight and like new, so... Alright. I guess this is what we're going to be with for a minute. You want them out of here? Alright. It's the Mississippi River. That coyote something? I don't even know. So, they've got the stop sign. So, Mustang, you're going to have to stop. Alright. What's the speed limit on this thing? 30? I'm on St. Charles now. St. Charles Avenue. Look both ways. Yeah, because those streetcars don't stop. Alright. It's a beautiful day. A little cloudy. The light, it was a little bit cloudy-ish earlier, but the lighting has gotten better, so I can't complain much. It was kind of fatiguing on my eyes, but it's gotten a little bit crisper further toward the river I got. Got someone running right here. Another streetcar. There's a lot of streetcars out today. I'm surprised. This is my first time being out here since the phase 1 started. So most things reopened in phase 1. I do not want that girl to get nervous when we driving right past. There's no one behind me anyway. It must be by Loyola University. Okay, we're crossing Broadway. I'm just gonna take this down. Maybe like Napoleon Avenue? I really don't know. Oh, there's that little Walgreens. Okay, yeah. Light turned green. I don't want to get honked again. Once again, I'm not extremely familiar with driving around out here. So, is what it is. So, let me pass this bike before he jumps into my lane and pass the Mercedes. Okay. What the heck do I do? Alright. That sucks. I'm not used to all this inner city driving. I mean, when I started driving, I was living in Mississippi, so I've only been driving in Louisiana for a year. And then New Orleans, I've only been driving around out here for a few months, so I'm not too... I mean, I'm from here, but I'm not too sure of where everything is. Alright, check that out. That's the, that's gonna be, what is that, Audubon Park? It's nice looking. Loyola University, I think. Yep. Coming up on a light. Let me sip a drink real quick so I can talk. Okay, this is gonna be Calhoun Street. My sister used to live in a little city called Calhoun, Louisiana, up in just outside, between West Monroe and Ruston, just outside of West Monroe. Little old, just nothing but a trailer park up there, and a Family Dollar and a Sonic. Okay. It's nice. It's pretty big there. Can already tell this is going to be a long video. At least the lights have been pretty nice to me. They keep turning green as soon as I get to them. Oh, I think this is the little bouncy part now. like potholes. I like my struts and my shocks. I don't want to have to replace my strut shocks and bushings. That's like $2,000. I want to get another 3 or 4 years out of them. I feel like every time that happens, it takes a month off. Alright. Okay, this is Jefferson Avenue. Yeah, I actually heard that this used to be the Jefferson Parish line many, many, many years ago. So everything I was just in back there, I guess if they never changed it, that would have also been part of Old Metairie. I don't know. I hope that these people... This little Nissan Sentra. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like the people that have little cheap economy cars just don't care about their cars and they just smash in all the bumps at full speed. I can't do that. I can't do that to my car. That's a nice library. Yeah, I hadn't been out here lately. Actually, the reason I haven't been out here lately is because I had those bad tires. And I didn't want to end up getting a flat out here and then having to pull over and change a tire on the side of the road and empty my trunk and do that in the inner city. It's just not something I ever want to have to do, is just be parked in the inner city without transportation for a period of time. It just seems like a bad idea all around. Okay, what's this Infiniti doing? She's stopping. Alright. Alright. See what this map's telling me to do. I gotta. My map knows more about what I'm doing than what I do. Okay. Oh. It shows me going a little circle. We'll shoot for it. It's just I'm gonna be getting a phone call in about 8 minutes, so I don't wanna. It's gonna cut off my video. Alright. Life is good. I've seen that before a lot in Long Beach. When I was washing cars in Gulfport, a lot of people that lived out in Long Beach and past Christian drive those Jeeps. Okay, well, this looks nice. Superior Seafood. Okay, I actually have a green light now. Alright. So much going on, I don't even hardly notice when the light turns green. It like blends into everything else. You really have to look for it. Hope the speed limit's still kind of fast through here because I'm going almost 30. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through here. It was 35. I hope it's still 35. I just want to get out of this area. Alright. Nice though. So what do you call this? Is this still Uptown or is this something else? I guess this is Uptown. Just not the Audubon part of Uptown. I guess this is more like Mid-City Uptown. Well, it's not really Mid-City because that's further away from the river. It's almost Irish Channel, kind of, but too far north of that. I really don't know what you would even call this. Superior Grill. Switch on. Oh, I'm getting tired. 35 ups. Photo enforced. I don't like that sign. And the bad part is that even if they're also speed enforced, so if you're just cruising, that's cool. All right. So if you're just cruising, if you hit that, if it times out wrong, you're gonna get a ticket no matter what. It's not fair. That's what's wrong about it. It's not fair and you can't fight it. I don't want to like freak this guy out by pointing the phone right at him, but you can hear him. St. Charles, and what is this, Louisiana? there he is sitting there. I don't know. I guess it would have been better if I would have shown him on camera, but you can hear it. I'm still a little bit weird about pointing the camera at other people. It's a cell phone, but I don't know. Alright. The nice houses over there. Let's see. Traffic laws, photo enforced. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm gonna just speed up. That's what I was saying about the cameras earlier on the red lights, is that if you go, speed limit's 35. So if the light turns yellow when you're like 50 feet from it, and the intersection's 100 feet wide, you got 150 feet to travel. But you're too close to stop without either getting rear-ended or locking up your brakes or passing the line when you stop. And if the front of your tires are over the white line on this side of the intersection, it'll snap a picture. If you don't clear the intersection before it turns red, it'll snap a picture. If you clear the intersection, but you clear it going more than 4 miles an hour over the speed limit, it'll snap a picture. So if you don't if that light turns yellow and you're almost to it, you're in the odds are against you. from what people have told me, I don't know, that freaks me out so much. I'm just glad that most of that is gone. I don't even know if these signs are current, if they even mean anything or not, but whenever I see that, I start getting nervous. I don't know, I have a perfect driving record. I don't want to mess that up. I don't want my insurance to go up. It's already enough. $300 a month for full coverage. I went from paying, when I lived in Mississippi, it was $70 a month. I only had liability on that car. And then when I came here, it went up to $140. Then I made it full coverage and it went up to $300. So take away whatever that is, insurance around here is about, for our 3 vehicles, it's about $6,000 a year. 4 vehicles. Photo enforced. Oh my goodness. All right. Martin Luther King Jr. Street. Office Depot, Miyako, something like that. There used to be a place on Veterans by Cleary. No, Homa. No, it's a side street. It's close to you. If you've been in Metairie, you know where the FedEx Dome is. If you know where the FedEx Dome is, it wasn't very far from there. It was a little hibachi place. And I went there. It was my birthday and my sister's then boyfriend's birthday, and it was 2004, right before Katrina, and there was this little place, and I think when Katrina happened, they moved to the inner city or something. I can't think of which call it. Okay, we're coming up on Lee Circle. This is a weird traffic circle because it's got streetcar tracks in it. It's I don't know, it's just all kinds of stuff goes on with this thing. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to cut this video off soon. Road closed ahead, I don't know. It doesn't say that I can't turn into it though. I don't know what it's gonna tell me to do once I get down here. Okay, it's gonna tell me to go. Well, I can't go straight, I gotta turn, so I gotta get over. Alright. Yeah, I have a World War II museum. I'm just using my navigation. I don't know anything about driving out here. I probably better just put this phone down. Ooh, looks like that got sideswiped. My uncle used to live in Ameriny, and his car got sideswiped and got totaled. He'd drive it, though. Alright, it shows me turning on this one-way street, on this Joseph Street. Dang, we're almost in the CBD. Alright, we're going to turn here on Joseph. I'm trying to go to find my sister's new house in Gretna. Oh, Brick Street. Okay. Off-road. That's what we call that off-road magazine. Oh, look at the World Trade Center. They got something done with the top of it. Can I turn? I don't think these lights are photo enforced in the CBD. I think that's more like an uptown thing. Alright, can I turn? I'm just gonna go. I don't see a no turn sign. Alright, where's this thing got me going? Calliope. Oh. I've gotten lost on that street so many times I'll end up going up and down, up and down, up and down. I'll end up on like St. Bernard Avenue or something. I won't know where the heck I am. St. Bernard? Is that the street I'm talking about? Whatever 90 is. Claiborne, 90, St. Bernard. I don't know. It's got me turning in 100 feet, so it must be this thing right here. Oh, okay. I see the little street. Alright. And then it's got me going... Oops, Mississippi River Bridge. It must be this. I hope. Okay, I'm right. Alright. Tent City. Homeless people living there. Oh, so this is how you get on the bridge. Okay. Did not know that. Alright, well. Alright. We're West Bank bound now. Finally go faster than 25 miles an hour again. That's nice. So it's behind me. Probably not anything I want to see. Alright, at least they're being nice and let me in. There's the Gino Bridge. Getting cut off by a Mercedes. I don't really care because I'm not going to go fast. CBD again. I think I did this video a while back. I don't know why there's a duck crossing sign on there. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. I gotta get on with other things now. That's scary. Alright guys, y'all have a good one, alright? Y'all take care.